Hey everyone, in this video we're going to find out how you can create a full-length film script using Grok. In order to do so, here we are in Grok, and what we want to do is we want to start over here on the left-hand side under projects where it says new project. So we're going to give our project a name, and let's think of something here. Let's say rom-com. Add instructions about the tone, style, and persona you want Grok to adopt. What we'll do is we'll just say brainstorming partner. Keep it simple. Click next. Project sources. Manually upload files to provide context for your project. We can drag and drop files here. So if you had any files you wanted to bring in, this is the time that you can do it. We're going to click add sources later. And now we have created our project. And I want to bring attention to the fact that we are on the desktop version of Grok. As of the last time I checked, you cannot access your projects through the app. You can only find this on the desktop version. Now that might change, but if you're looking to follow this method, you're going to need to use the desktop version. So we've created that, and we have our instructions. We have our sources here, which we haven't added anything. And now we can start a conversation in this project. Ask a question, get help with the task. Here we go. We've got this here. What we're going to do is we're going to just kind of fly through this. So bear with me and stick through the process. And then if you need to come back and kind of see what we did here, I'm not going to explain everything. I'm just going to show you, and then I'll let you sort of put the pieces together. So what we're going to do is, now, before I do this, there's no right or wrong way to go about doing something like this. I'm showing you this specific method, how you can do this with Grok, but if you can apply this in your own way, then by all means do so. So I'm going to click dictate, and we're going to do this. I need to create a full-length feature film script that is going to be a rom-com, and I need your help to brainstorm the script. Okay, so the agents are thinking. I've got this on auto, but it sort of does fast expert or whatever. We've got a beta for 4.3. So Grok's coming back. Very excited. Okay, and here we go. We've got already a bunch of suggestions for us to start with. So as far as a rom-com goes, I mean, there's many different ways that we can go about something like that. But what we want to do for now is we want to keep this as our main brain for the project, this conversation here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create the template, the backbone for a 15-scene movie. Why are we choosing 15 scenes? Well, because it's clean. We've got act 1, 2, and 3, 5 scenes each, and that is basically your sort of typical format for a script for a film. 3 acts, 5 scenes each, clean, and then you can add more scenes if you need to, but 15 is a good place to start, and then you can do whatever you want from there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to tell Grok this. Our format is going to be the act 1, 2, and 3, and each act is going to have 5 scenes to start. And what we want to do is we want to pick 15 scenes that tell our story. And if we need to add any more or even take any more away later, but we're going to start with 15. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a separate conversation for every different scene. And this is going to be the main brain for the script. And it's all going to be in a project in Grok. And then I'm going to have each individual scene act as a separate place to brainstorm the details of that scene. And then all of that will be gathered into a document, perhaps Google Docs, something of the sort, but it'll all be consolidated into a document and then edited before it's finalized. Okay, so Grok has now come back and has given us some details here. I'm locked in as your brainstorming partner. This modular approach is smart. 3 acts times 5 scenes, 15 core scenes as our skeleton. Exactly. So finalizing the 15 scene structure. That's what we're going to call it. And here we actually have, Grok has already given us our 15 scene structure. It already has an idea. It already has the entire basically bones of our script. Now, if you have your own idea, which I hope you do, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come here and you're going to want to argue with Grok for a while and tell Grok what your idea is. This is where if you have that elsewhere in a different document and you want to attach that, that would be great. If you just want to spend some time perhaps in voice mode or something, but essentially I have given you the basic format here for developing a full-length feature film using Grok, and that is to create a project, create your main file, and then once you've done that, we're going to come up here, we're going to create a new chat in the project, and here we're going to say this specific conversation is going to be for scene 1. This is where we're going to build the script for scene 1 and generally brainstorm and have a good time. We're making sure that I am human. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Let's turn this into our creative playground. Scene 1 is officially our sandbox. So here we go. And Grok is already ready to answer or to ask questions and answer questions. So let's go ahead and go back to our original conversation. And we're going to scroll back up and we're here, have our first scene. So act 1, the setup, we're going to, let's do this. Let's go ahead and just copy and paste the full outline. We're going to bring that back here, and we're just going to paste that. Okay. And so now here in scene 1, we have brought in our sort of first outline. We're giving Grok everything it needs in order to know what the full picture of the movie is, and also from there it can kind of extrapolate and build out a scene 1 skeleton for us. So this is already shaping up into something that actually is halfway coherent without much effort at all. So what I want to show you here before we wrap up is, you can see here we have the option to rename, and I want to do that because it's going to make it a lot easier to know what we're doing. So I'll just leave that as is. I could even rename that. Let's just say brainstorming. Make it easy. So that's going to be our main sort of brain for the project. And then we have created, I'm not sure where that didn't save, but we have created our scene 1 conversation. And then we can go here and we can create scene 2, come back to brainstorming, and let's just say, let's go like this. We're going to say scene 2 brainstorm. I'm sure Grok will be able to figure it out. So yeah, Grok's already figured it out. So here we go. We've got scene 2 on the go. So just rinse and repeat. Create new chats in the project for your 15 scenes. And so now what you've done is you have created for yourself 15 different conversations for you to talk about 15 different scenes. And then you have the brainstorming, the main brain of your project, as a place to basically talk about the entire project. And you can kind of go there, come up with ideas, copy and paste that back into whichever scene is appropriate, and build from there. And I have done this myself. And, the thing is with AI is that it's not going to do the work for you, but it is a great writing partner and a great formatting tool. So if you have an idea, then or if you just want to play around, honestly, you can just kind of come in here and just see what happens. So see what crazy ideas you might be able to come up with. But if you use this basic 15 scene method, then you can create your own full-length feature films, your own scripts, and you can use the power of AI to do that. So that's all there is to it. And if you are interested in learning more, we have our link tree. If you check in the description, you can click on that and you will see that we have our socials in our link tree, and we have a variety of AI promotions for you to take advantage of as well. And you might want to take a look at Cintra. Cintra is a fantastic business strategy tool that gets to know you and your business, offering tailored insights to help you succeed. And if you use our referral link, you get 60% off your first month subscription. Also, if you're interested in an online bank, you can check out Simply Financial. Use our referral link to get $50 to open up an account. And if you refer your friends and family, you can get $125 per referral. Finally, if you are interested in a more hands-on approach, use our contact to get a hold of us, and we are offering trainings, various services through Skillcraft and David Avenue Media for your AI animation aspirations. And AI animation is something that I have been heavily involved and interested in since it kind of first started to whisper its way on the scene. And this method I've shown you here today is something that I have learned as far as building scripts with AI, and this is something that I use. If you are interested in learning more, you want some assistance, some guidance along the way, then I am happy to set up a one-on-one, and we are also planning webinars as well and building up a knowledge base of our content. You should see that here soon on Vibe LRN. And yeah, take a look at our link tree, click on the contact if you're interested. And if you want more great tips, make sure to turn on notifications. And thank you for your time. We'll catch you on the next one.